Well, this happens. Sometimes life gives you lemons, and sometimes life gives you banana peels, and you gotta learn how to deal with that. You gotta learn how to deal with those banana peels, baby! And sometimes this just means having a good day. Taking it easy for once. And just cleaning around town. Just give it the old scrub it up. I love cleaning. At least I love visitor cleanup detail, and this is same spirit. Same powerful spirit. Although significantly less body parts. I'll give it that much. It's almost as if I'm not cleaning up after a massive monster incident and there's not a bunch of audio logs to be found scattered by an erratic individual. Is things going alright on the other side of the stream? Because it's showing me a big ol' red. And I'm not getting the feeling like red's the appropriate color here. Gotta scrape it. I thought I'd set it to dirt indicator, right? I'd set the dirt indicator to on, because I thought that was kind of fun. Yeah, it's got dirt details on. It's just being goofy. It's very weird and specific about when it's going to show dirt details and information and when it doesn't. Some surfaces it does, some surfaces it doesn't. This makes a noise? Man. This goes to show how quiet the sound, how I had the sound. The garage roof. That's the thing I always liked saying. The length of the house. See now it's like, oh, it's lichen. It's lichen. The top left, you should see all the stuff, which really does feel like a debug mode, if anything. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure anyone with a good set of eyeballs can tell exactly what they're looking at most of the time. Would you look at that roof? I love how absurdly shiny everything is when you're done. That's how it should look. It should look like a little itty bitty masterpiece just polished up to perfection. Look at that roof coming all together. I love that the grime has a big impact, but the lichen is far more concentrated in where its negative effects are. That's good. Good for how to do it. I wonder how the game even handles these things. Because Viscera Cleanup Detail exclusively used like little decals. Now, everything that was on the area was just a little splatter. And it wasn't this kind of specific. This feels like a way more high-tech, sophisticated engine for dirt. I haven't spent a penny in this one yet. I think I'm just going to go for a no-expenditure run. Because, hey, why not? Why not? Let's see how much we end up with in the end. Will I report it? Probably not. I'm going to have to look for someone else's guide. I wouldn't even know where to put that information. Like, where would one go about reporting, oh, this is how much money you get in total? Like, the better tools never really feel like cleaning goes faster. But to be fair, I only have like one playthrough to compare it to. I think it's relatively straightforward. I love doing it nice and low, you know, get that high angle of attack. Angle of incline, is that what it's called? I always just want to get that nice clean screen glowing going on. Apparently I was a bit loud during the Strahd game, so I can never really sit still on that. At some point, eventually, the sound settings go weird again. We should be glad that sound is a thing we can use at all on our computers, considering the insane science fiction technology necessary for that stuff to work. Get a load of that. I found this game because of Yeti, and it looked like my kind of game, baby. God, what's this? It's this full channel name. It's only fair that if I'm going to plug them, I plug them properly. If I'm going to drop some hot, sizzling names, I do it properly. Now, the thing about Viscera Cleanup Detail is that it was distinctly more of a hootin' game. You know, the kind of game where you had a grand old fun time with your friends. laughing and hooting and hollering about everything going all sideways and everything. It had the whole dirt could respread because of bloody parts being all bloody, or goop, or buckets that spill create a certain amount of decals in the local area. And I was far more concerned for keeping your clean and implement clean. Far more party gamey feel to it, in a way. I think any spray nozzle can clean any surface. It just takes a lot of time. Listen, man, if you wanna clean like caked dirt and you wanna use like a weak garden hose spray, it'll work eventually by raw erosion alone. It's just not a recommended procedure if you want to have a life to live. Better ways to spend most of your days, especially if you're chilling out, relaxing, all cool, and then shoot some b-ball outside of the school. I just hope that a couple of guys who are up to no good don't start causing trouble in your neighborhood. You might just get in one little fight, and then your mom gets scared, and then she tells you to go live in Bel Air, and it's like, I can't afford that. Oh no, they heard a strange sigh-like sound. I bet you they said a certain name at a mirror too many times, and then a spooky, scary YouTuber came by and was like, prank! Prank! I can't imagine anything more terrifying than waking up at 2 a.m. in the morning and some YouTubers at my front door going, prank! Prank! I'm doing a prank! Be terrified. I'd be poop shitless. But that's what pooping's supposed to do. So I guess that's a good thing. Scrub-a-dub-dub, where's the grub? Scoot-a-loot, where's the poot? It's weird that there's, like, you can crouch and work from there, but that's not quite the same. Although if you look down, the game does politely slow you down. Man, remember when I gave a crap about Warframe, and then Warframe just started being about these big open world areas that I couldn't give a crap about, and they replaced my favorite tile set? Remember that? I remember it. I remember it because I'm still kind of pissed about it, really. They killed my game. I guess it wasn't the best tile set in the world, but I just loved it. It was so tiny and friendly. And it felt like bullet jumping was this cool art you had to do in all these tight spaces. And now it's like, nah, here's a big open area where it's like super easy. And I'm like, nah, I'm a ittle baby man now. I'm a ittle baby man. You can't do this to me. I'm just a ittle itliest whittliest babyest man. I reserve the right to go, wee. There we go. That's, I'm going to pull up my pants and go like, that's one more clean surface down by the bordery. Whatever that means. Is that a ghost? If there's a ghost here, you can help me out at the very least. Instead of just standing around like a gormless fool. I am an acrobat, kind of like that guy from Speed Racer. And then it goes because that's how those songs should always go. Just giving it the old spritz. Giving it the old California sunrise. Well, there we go. Or as a wise man once said, I don't. That's what's gonna take. That's what it's gonna take. Welcome to the chimney top. The chimney top. Welcome to the chimney top. It's the chimney top. And like everything else, it's ridiculously shiny when we're done with it. Beautiful. Look at that thing. Isn't that a little objet d'art? Should be. Let's go cleaning down the roof with a good old-fashioned spritz. Because all we hear is Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo. Don't let your baby use a power washer. He doesn't have the muscles to stay standing. That's some free power washing advice from your boy. You can take that one to the bank and get your life insurance signed. In my name, preferably. Life insurance is such a scam. You're gonna be dead anyway. What you need the money for? You might be like, but what about my loved ones? They can't survive without my financial input. The answer is that who cares about them? You'll be dead. Dead people don't care about things. You can go to the dead people disco and just have a grand old time. Dancing, the skeleton dance, all day long. It'll be great. You just gotta leave those scruples behind, man. There ain't no helping the living down here. Why the hell did I once try to make a shitty-ass spray comic? Where people were playing a video game while dead. What the hell was that about? What was the point, young me? What was your angle? I don't think I ever considered the angle. It was just like I want to make something. Now, before I had a solid understanding of English, a lot of my earlier works do come across as a bit dumb because, you know, without the proper mastery of the language, you can do some things that any native speaker could tell you it looks kind of stupid. All we hear is Radio Goo Goo. Oh, heck. Radio Gaga. I forgot there are two halves to a slanted roof like this. Oh boy, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Let's take out the old magnifying glass and make sure that we got it all. I don't want to spend too much time over here. Spritz. I mean, if you really want to give things a spritz, you gotta buy the soap bottle, but that costs you money. It does, however, always get rid of anything that it touches, instead of this requiring certain amounts of water to be sprayed at it. The right kind of nozzle. All we hear is Radio Gaga. Oh man, this is so annoying. It's so much more fun when this. I mean, to be fair, Lichen this just worked like that, you know. I know you poor English brats don't have the necessary consonant inventory to properly articulate that beautiful, beautiful sound that I grew up with, but I'll just laugh at you when you're not looking. I don't care if you're listening. It's just the part where you're looking that matters to me. Makes me feel awkward when I'm laughing at your inferior vernacular. Spritz. It's just a real thing Americans do. Like, they get a high-power washer and they just spray their house with a lot of water. It seems very inefficient. I feel like you would get a faster, cleaner house just by building a new house. Ground up, baby. You tear the whole roof out, you soak it all in vinegar, and what doesn't get cleaned, you throw away. Thought America was a country of building everything newer and better. Well, build it newer and better already, buckos. Out with the old, in with the new. Said you're hiring some idiot to wash your roof. Who's ever heard of that? You gotta wash my roof. Next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna be putting your bed sheets in the laundry machine to clean them. What is wrong with you? Your bed sheets should grow as old and dirty as you, as a permanent reminder of your personal failings to be incapable of purchasing new bed sheets. Game already has a reason not to use the dirt vision. It said it ruins the gift that it makes at the end. I mean, Viscera Cleanup Detail also has like a dirt detectometer. It's a what was it again? It has two things. I think it had like a biomass detector and like a schmutz detector. It had two different things, alright? There are two ways of detecting schmutzes. And they were both like bing, 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 bing about it. And they were things you didn't have to buy or unlock for a reason. Why didn't Viscera Cleanup Detail ever get any sort of unlockables or anything? It was always just like the same kind of core mechanics over and over. Schmutzig. That's all there's to say about this rooftop. Schmutzig. Time to scrub it up double. Where's the grub, baby? Scrub it up dub. Where's the grub? There it is. It's hidden under all these lichen. Whew. Always gets me when it happens a little earlier than I feel like it ever should. Oh, yeah, this is the rooftop with a couple of smirches that require a little bit more of an oomphiness. Where did I put the ladder? Oh! We got a chimney to clean, baby. And not from the outside. On the inside like you think you would. Now, chimney killing used to be a beautiful profession that children practiced. But then adults came and they took the business over from all those poor, innocent child laborers. How are people supposed to make a living if their children aren't working? We as a society have regressed. People can no longer afford to live without their children working, but we're not letting them. Now, some people might say that this reveals something about the socioeconomic circumstances of that, you know, suddenly children have to go back to work again, despite us getting rid of that, which we thought was a naughty thing. But I think that it just indicates that big government is getting too involved, telling us that children shouldn't be working. I'm just saying, Turkey's onto something. Come on, my little ladder. This is very smoochig. Gotta get off all the... How did dirt get up here? Who's been throwing dirt balls at my dirt house? I want there to be a Minecraft house, alright? I want to clean up a Minecraft house. And I want it to be made of dirt. Like, there's several buildings. One is, like, made of dirt. That'd be great. It'd be so dumb. I hate it. I love it. Make it happen. Heck, if you can't get Minecraft, just look up one of the many imitators that got, like, sued, and just use those assets. Letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, they all come together like you and me. Ah. I don't mean to clean it that much, but it'll do, pig. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Let's clean this wooden trim, too. There we go. So what's the deal with this house trim, huh? It's being all naughty about things. Letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, they all come together like you and me. This seems extremely dangerous, but it's all passion for the craft, baby. You gotta clean those teeth. If you want to clean those teeth, well, you gotta have something. You gotta be willing to make a little sacrifice. You know, you gotta be willing to make it work. Can't just go about rubbing your elbows on things. You know, gotta want to earn it. This looks like a problem. This is a problem. Even with the extendo piece, I think this is going to be a tough scrub. Look at all these mysterious symbols. Are they just a prank, bro? Art thou merely a joke? It's graffiti. Well, it's pretty stern stuff, actually. I think I could set the resolution on this stuff higher, but we'll take care of that. We'll try that some other time. I didn't know that it was that I was tampering with. Be gone, evil doggo! There we go. Luckily, I scared all the dirt away from up there. Ah. Maybe this is what that urban tool was good for. It helped with this. Yeah, that will make a lot of sense, because it does mention that it's extra tough on graffiti. I think it might be better if we just clean the wall as much as possible and then hope things work out from there. Whoops, careful. Be careful! I might end up getting hurt at this rate. And I would like not to get hurt, thank you. So instead, I would like to be very careful. Clean, 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 clean. Yep. putting the house in a nice sparkly wash. No soap to bail me out this time. I used soap a lot on my first playthrough because I was really not understanding the zen-like qualities that are invoked when you just have a little bit of fun. Letters of the alphabet, but only A, B, and C. Was off by a mark or two. Oh, hi, Mark. Now get out of my way. There we go. Do 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 do. And always give it a spritz. Delightful. Delightful. Yeah, this place actually might look like something in a bit. We just have to keep trying. And as always, be careful. Because when you're not careful, that's usually when they get you. Fair enough. Yeah, this might not work 100%, but it'll get a lot of the dirt. Da 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 da. Remember to get them between the teeth. That's where all the gunk hangs out. Gotta find the right tool for the job. I don't like the fire station, though. I think the fire station is a big weakness in that the large... Like, the tower and everything are great, but the single large central roof is just way too boring on its own to carry a large section. It needs a little bit more variety, a little bit more going on. Double pizzazz, as they say. Oh, man, it's all oily. It's mold. That's great. That's great. Let's just take care of what we can take care of right now and focus on the parts that aren't as easy to do a little bit after that. Da 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 da. It all comes together like you and me. You're out of touch. What? It's out of touch. Thursday was yesterday, not today. Who's ever heard of cleaning a house? Your house is supposed to stay eternal, evergreen. Man, I love the way the water stays behind a bit. That makes it a lot easier to line up those sequential shots. Make sure that you're not a completely out of touch Thursday kind of person. You're out of touch. There we go. Didn't even have to touch the graffiti, which was my plan all along. All right, we got some nasty oil up in here. Oh man, that's grungy. I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. Even with solid bipartisan support, there's only so much one man can do. Ooh. Do 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 no 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 no. Oh oh. Get a load of those freshly polished surfaces. How can you claim this is anything but a beautiful, beautiful place to live? How can you? No, the same way people can say Arkansas and say, well, actually, it's Arkansas. Same motivation, same origin. Look at all that black mold. That's not good. I can't imagine that's at all healthy. I can't imagine that any health inspector would ever want to come back here. They probably spend the rest of their life in some sort of rehabilitation program, trying to cover what little health they had when they arrived. Come on, complete. There we go. Oh, that saves us so much hassle. Considering how this thing is put together, it might be best to do it like this, and then just get it on all sides. Minimize the amount that needs the precision pressure cleaner. Though if I'm patient, I can do it like this. That works, but it's way slower than going for an immediate solution. Do 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 do. Ah, my hand's all. Give me a moment. Wait for my hand to being all weird. Excuse me. Ah, that feels a bit better. I think I was weird on my desk, that's why. So much more fun when I had the soap and I could just go spritz. Wah, I hate the detailing. It's so much extra work. Mold, 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 mold. Ugh, thank goodness. You're out of touch. You're out of crime. Beware. Thou might be lacking in touches, and thou might be lacking in crime. Yeah, I should buy an upgrade. I mean, I could probably afford the fancy one, right? Should I do it? Should I do it anyway? You know what? Heck. This doesn't make good stream stuff. Let's go to the big baby. Look at that. Look at those stats. Look at those stats. They're all better for 2,000 big fat smackaronis. Ooh. Ooh. Even the 35 degree can take care of all your gosh darn business, baby. When you buy a lot of soap, you can't afford this at this point. But because I didn't buy a whole bunch of soap, like a schmuck, I can. Oh man, it just sounds stronger. I love it. Oh, look at how clean you are, Mr. Post. That name again is Mr. Post. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And now, begone, false... Begone, false prince! You were merely here to make my life a little more bearable. Na 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 na, do 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 do. I guess the detail overlay makes it a lot easier to tell like how fast this goes and how fast you can go because of how much you leave behind and everything. New gameplay idea. Bonus points for starting up top and working your way to the... That'd be terrible. I mean, you always got to consider that some people just want to do whatever the hell they want to do. They don't necessarily don't want to listen to what some smarmy video gamesman thinks is supposed to be the good way to play. You know, those are risks you incur. Out of my head when you're not around. Oh, oh, it's got to be possible to get this wall. There we go. Didn't have to clean up the part I didn't want to clean up. Nyum. Just some grime and dirt sticks. Nothing the old garden hose can't handle. I'm honestly quite impressed by how the water works in this. It's not, like, mind-boggling, but it does work really well. And that's all you need, is that it needs to work. I was done here. I'm not a pathfinder. I have nothing to do with that kitchen sink of a setting. We're out of touch. We're out of grime. I think the porch includes the porch roof, which makes for a slightly awkward situation. We're gonna make this grimy floor shine like the sun. Did I say grimy? I meant sparkling. Look at that beautiful floor. I waxed it, apparently. Pretty sure I don't offer waxing services, but I can charge for it anyway. Where is my waxing the porch simulator game? Now there's a game that the human race has been waiting for since its inception. And so the Christian God said, apocalypse shall not come until I had my power washer and my waxer. This game truly is made by the devil himself to allow for the apocalypse to creep ever closer. Ah, yes. How could I forget the part I had yet to clean at all? Like, what the hell is wrong with this house, man? You can't tell me that you just thought, this is alright. This is how I want to live for the rest of my life. It's with all this garbage just lying on my roof. Like, surely you have something resembling standards. I love the gutter streak. That is such a good detail. Like, that's how you know this game ain't just a slapped-on texture. They considered where the dust would be and what it would be. Look, someone's been throwing garbage out the window. That might be someone's, like, cigarette butts. Or, like, their incense when they're done, considering the nature of the people know. Man, that's a big splort that it just cleans up automatically. Thought it was a bit more judicious than that. It's too much just dirt streaks around for that to be a viable tactic. Might as well just stick with this for now. Get that cleaning. Abracadabra. I mean, I never got to clean up the window streaks and everything, because that was already taken care of when I got to the funny business. It feels more aggressive, but maybe it's because some of the late levels feature some really large surface areas. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Sparkling. Downright razzled and or dazzled. I think we're done up there. But just before I make a big mistake, let's check out the details. I got a lot more going on. Mm-hmm. Bunch of posts out front. Is that out front? As long as all the bricks are clean. You can go pretty fast, and then the refresh rate still catches up, which is good. Because you don't want it to be too nice, but you also don't want it to be too slow, too lax. If it's too nice, I can just do this, but if it's not nice enough, then I can't actually make the broad, sweeping motions that a professional would be able to execute upon. Why has no one yelled at me that I keep yelling that foxes are nerds? Oh no, I'm getting schooled by Dizzy about planets. Thanks, Dizzy. It's not quite the schooling I was expecting, but hey. Out of my head when not around. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa. And then he goes, ooh. You're out of touch. You're out of Pharazine. What's that poor shark bait supposed to eat now? If not the Pharazine. The ferret gasoline. I love the schmutz shadows. The dirt shadows. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Because of you. Who needs to clean the graffiti? I get paid, graffiti or no graffiti. You're out of schmutz. Missed. Is that a handprint? Can you not put your dirty, grubby human hands on the garage door I'm trying to clean? Driveway edge. I'm pretty sure that's a sex term. I don't hear about people's and their driveway edges. I don't show up to work to hear about your stupid fetishes regarding driveways. Thank you. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name, oh. B-I-N-G-O, and bingo was his name, oh. Ah. I don't think we're going to clean this one with just the regular white hose. Unless I'm... You know what? You know what? Let us incur the wrath of the gods. Get out, fancy boy. Oh, look at that. You call that a spritz? You ain't seen a spritz until you see this bugger go to work. Go into town on that driveway. There's cleaning, and then there's the experience of cleaning. And with this popper, you can have both in one hand-sized package. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name, oh. Old MacDonald had a farm. How do those two songs even relate again? What doth the dog named Bingo have to do with Lord? What was his name again? What is the gap for the overfill pipe? You know what? I was asking that question earlier. Why not ask it again? You know what this game could have is beating certain levels with certain tools as like bonuses or something. I don't know. Maybe just taking your time, like have a little bit of fun. So what is this overfill pipe? Yeah, but why do they need a gap? I don't know. I'm not a plumber. I know where she got her information, but I don't want to hear it. Look at those tiles. They went from grubby... Oh! A cat was around here somewhere. Maybe we can see him. There's this exciting side quest of the mayor's cat being somewhere. I should not be able to walk this close and see this much. So developer, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt this once. Next time, I will be yelling. I'm now yelling, developer. You've crossed the line. I demand my fences be properly set up. I don't know why, but I would find it hilarious if anytime you stop sprinting, you've been sprinting for like a moment, your character goes, you know, like in a horror game, like he's like, oh man, I only barely escaped the monster. It's just so dumb when games do that. Oh, we got so much more oil to worry about. Okay, so what is this? It's just grime. The cat produces grime, apparently. And Bingo was his name, oh. B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. Bingo, and Bingo was his name, Nemo. B-I-G-N, too much water. Man, I don't think IGN will like this game now that I think about it. There's way too much water for their sensibilities. There you go. What mold? I got 7,000 PSI. I have enough energy located inside this water projection system. I could kill a man if I felt so inclined. And maybe I do. And maybe I do. And then there's that, that usual laughter you get in a sitcom where the family's like, "Oh, you silly boy," and then they feed him, I don't know, the blood of Christ to satiate him. Sitcoms are really trying to normalize having Satan as a child with how much they were like, "Ha, my child is a murderer." That's perfectly fine, because family sticks together. Raise your Satan child, obedient family. All hail Satan. Raise the Satan baby. Laugh at his antics and encourage further death and destruction. Thou art too to become a slave of Satan. B-I-N-G-O and Bingo was his name. Oh, Old MacDonald had a farm. What is it with Old MacDonald that makes him so particularly articulate and worthy of song and or praise? It is these questions and more that we must ask and answer for ourselves. For perhaps Old MacDonald was not a real person, but the idea of a concept. That we are all a little bit of Old MacDonald inside of ourselves. That we all have a farm we must defeat. Like some sort of, whale. Personally, I just like the mental image of... What's his name again? Ahab having to capture... I don't know what he have to capture, but he sure have to capture it. Back in my day, we didn't raise children. We raised men! Phew. That's a lot of posts. It's like I'm on Reddit. Luckily, this part will be nice and easy. I've earned my multi-tool. I will use it. As they say. As a person is wont to declare. Nay. One, two, three, four. Remember the Cogs game that I played a long while back? What a weird game to suddenly pop into my head, really. Can you imagine sitting behind that door and all you can hear is this loud spritzing? I would ask for my money back, even though it's what I paid for. I asked for a loud spritzing. That doesn't mean that I want one. Do 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 do. Delightful. To be fair, the reason that I wasn't able to record my video on time yesterday is because I was at the dentist. And that did kind of blow. Here we go, suck and blow. Look at that house. Freshly spritzed. She's looking pretty good. I think that's one of the last ones. No, it's almost the last one. We could do the Horseshoe Park, but there's no one here, so I think I'm going to call it an early loss. Oh, my goodness. Cancel. I hope that didn't impact anything. Probably not.